Hey there, gardening friends! Welcome back to Faith's Enchanted Seasons. If you're new here, welcome to the family. I'm Faith, and today we're diving into something super exciting. Planning your dream garden for 2025. January may be chilly outside, at least here in New Jersey it is. But trust me, it's the perfect time to grab your favorite mug of something warm, maybe a cup of tea or hot chocolate, cozy up under a blanket, and get those garden dreams rolling. Imagine yourself surrounded by the sights and smells of your future garden. The sun shining down on your face as you harvest the fruits of your labor. That's what we're doing today, friends. Planting seeds of hope and excitement for the abundant beauty to come. Let's make this year your most amazing gardening adventure yet, even if you're just starting out. Okay, my gardening friends, let's start by taking a deep breath and getting ourselves centered in this beautiful journey we call gardening. Are you with me? Now, if you had a garden last year, whether it was a windowsill, herb garden, or a full-blown backyard oasis, take a moment to reflect. What brought you joy? What thrived? Maybe those tomatoes were rock stars, producing more fruit than you could handle. Or perhaps you discovered a hidden talent for growing the most fragrant herbs. And of course, there might have been some challenges too. Maybe those zucchinis, well, let's just say they had other plans. Hey, not so much. That's okay, it's all part of the learning process, part of the journey. And if you're a beginner, don't worry. You've got a blank canvas to create something truly magical. Just close your eyes for a moment and envision what you'd love to grow. Is it juicy, red tomatoes still warm from the sun? Fresh herbs like basil and oregano that fill your kitchen with the most incredible aroma? Or maybe some vibrant flowers to attract butterflies and hummingbirds, turning your garden into a haven for pollinators. Let your imagination run wild. This is your time to dream big, my friends. There are no limits here. So go ahead, grab your gardening journal or a simple notepad and let's start jotting down those dreams. Now let's talk about what to grow. Always one of my favorite topics. Here's a pro tip from one garden enthusiast to another. Start small. You don't need a farm to experience the joys of gardening. Just pick a few things you'll absolutely love. Think about what you and your family enjoy eating. Are you a salad enthusiast? Then maybe some crisp lettuce, vibrant kale and tender spinach would be perfect for your garden. Or perhaps you're a culinary adventurer who loves experimenting with fresh herbs. Basil, parsley and chives are all beginner-friendly and so rewarding to grow. You'll be amazed at the flavor they add to your dishes. And don't forget about flowers. Flowers not only add beauty to your garden, but they also attract beneficial insects and pollinators. If you're in Zone 7A, like me here in New Jersey, you can start thinking about cool season beauties like pansies and snapdragons. These hardy flowers can handle a bit of frost and will add a splash of color to your garden even in the early spring. Next up, layout. Don't worry, you don't need to be Picasso for this. Just grab a piece of paper or even use the back of an envelope, like I sometimes do, and sketch a quick plan of your garden space. It doesn't have to be fancy, just a visual guide to help you envision where everything will go. Now, as you're sketching, think about where the sun hits your garden throughout the day. Most vegetables and herbs need at least 6 hours of sunlight to thrive, so choose a spot that gets plenty of sunshine. And don't forget to factor in how much space you'll need for each plant to grow. You don't want your cucumbers wrestling your tomatoes for space. Oh, and here's a fun tip: plant buddies are a thing. Just like people, some plants grow better together than others. For example, marigolds are like the superheroes of the garden. They love hanging out with tomatoes because they keep pests away. Who knew gardening was such a social activity, right? Seed shopping spree. The magic begins. Now comes one of my absolute favorite parts, seed shopping. Whether you're browsing through a colorful seed catalog with a cup of tea or clicking through online options, this is where the magic truly begins. It's like opening a treasure chest of possibilities. As you browse, look for seeds that are labeled for your specific gardening zone. This information is usually printed on the back of the seed packet or listed in the online description. And don't be afraid to try something new. Maybe this is the year you finally grow those heirloom tomatoes you've been eyeing, or experiment with a new-to-you herb. And if you're feeling ambitious and want to get a head start on the season, we'll cover seed starting indoors in a future video, so stay tuned for that. A Winter Garden TLC: Small Steps, Big Rewards. While you're dreaming about your future garden and browsing through those tempting seed catalogs, don't forget about a little winter garden maintenance. Even though our gardens may seem dormant during these colder months, there's still plenty we can do to prepare for spring. January is a great time to clean and sharpen your gardening tools. A clean, sharp tool makes all the difference. Give your trusty trowel and pruners some love and they'll reward you with years of faithful service. It's also a great time to organize your seeds, tucking them away in labeled envelopes or containers. And if you haven't already, consider starting a compost bin. Composting is like magic. It transforms kitchen scraps into nutrient-rich gold for your garden. Setting goals and growing dreams. You've got this. Finally, let's talk goals. Whether your dream garden is a small but mighty herb garden on your windowsill, a bountiful salad garden that keeps your family supplied with fresh greens all summer long, or a backyard oasis filled with pollinator-friendly flowers, set a goal that feels exciting but manageable. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a race. It's about enjoying the process, learning from our mistakes, and celebrating our successes along the way. And most importantly, it's about connecting with nature and cultivating beauty in our own little corners of the world. You've got this, my friends. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you grow this year. So there you have it, your January game plan for gardening greatness. Planning your garden is like writing a love letter to your future self, filled with hope, anticipation, and the promise of delicious harvests to come. If you're as excited as I am, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what are you planning to grow this year? I can't wait to hear your ideas and cheer you on. Until next time, happy gardening, friends. And remember, every great garden starts with a little faith. See you soon on Faith's Enchanted Seasons.